Hey everybody, Evan here with Evan Does, and you're about to watch the video of one of my favorite wood projects to date. I did a big herringbone wood wall art. It took me about a month, an hour or two, a few nights a week. Um, I know you've heard it from me before on my page, but I don't have tons of time, married 2 kids, so I just kind of etch time in whenever I can. I'm standing in front of some bifold doors that had a little part in making also. Right now I'm standing in a movie room of mine, and someday I'll give a little tour of everything that we did in this room. I enjoy woodworking. It's something I've gotten into in the last few years, but not by no means an expert, but hopefully some of my Evan Does videos I can show you some tricks that I've learned, ways around not having expensive equipment and things you can still do comfortably. But yeah, this project I had to redo a few things because they didn't pan out the way I wanted to. The old adage, measure twice, cut once, is still true, and I still tried to cut corners and things did not work out the way they should have. But yeah, enjoy watching the video. And oh man, just even filming this video I couldn't find the time to do it. Busy house, a lot of things going on. Busy house. Hey guys, Evan with Evan Does. Typical night up. But here you go. If you like what you see, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Any projects that you have that you think I might be able to tackle, let me know. Hey guys, this is Evan, and this is another little vlog of Evan Does. Right now I'm working on a commissioned by my wife herringbone pallet wood project, as you can see on the wall. Collect a lot of wood. Sometimes I go grab pallets from businesses. Sometimes this is from an old raised garden planter that we had that we bought the house and it was in the yard. So it was probably 20 years old. The wood looks good for reusing, so she wanted me to try to do a herringbone project. Got a few dimensions and things. Is upside down, as you can see. Ta-da! 56 by 44. Drew up a few different patterns. I think I'm going to end up going with this one. So what I did, got it all squared up. Nice to have these framing vices. I think I picked them up in an estate sale for $5 or $6, but real nice to have those. I just got done using some glue. Jury's out on this. This is a new brand I haven't tried yet, so giving it a try. Did the edges with the glue. Now I'm gonna use my little hammer and little baby nails in the corners and see if I can make it a little more sturdy. And tomorrow night I think I'm gonna start putting the pieces in. People have asked me, is it easier to start with the frame and build in, or is it easier to make your project and then frame it? I don't know. For these herringbone things, I've had a better luck sometimes just doing the frame, making sure I have enough wood to make a solid frame. If you always know you're going to have the wood in the right sizes, then by all means I would just do the project and then frame it. Some people, it's popular not even to frame it, so some people haven't even been framing their stuff. They just do the pattern and hang it. And that looks good too. One of these days I'll show you the palette project I did in my theater room. It kind of works for audio disturbance, whatever they call that. And then I made a bookshelf using old drawers for a utility cabinet that I got from my great uncle. So I'll get going on this, and I'll keep adding to the video as I go, and then hopefully see it all done and hanging up and see how it looks. And again, I'm no professional. I'm just going to be going with the pattern I chose and hopefully picking boards that I think will fit and ripping them and trying to make them. It's not important to me if they're the same width. I kind of like to have that multi-dimensional some higher, some lower. I don't need them all smooth. I think my wife wants them all smooth, but after she sees what I do, maybe she'll be happy with it. Otherwise, I'll be doing another one, and this one will be going in the basement. That's happened before, so we'll see how that goes. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the first few steps in making my herringbone framed project. I'm going to be using a Sears Craftsman jointer planer. This is rated for 6.5 inch boards. It's real nice. Start with boards that are not too good looking, well, to some people. I already cut the ends. I took all the staples, nails, everything out of here. So I'm going to make a few rips on this. It's going to get really loud. I might fast forward it later and edit. I don't know. We'll see how loud it gets. But you can watch me run it through the planer a few times. So this thing has a guard. 3 blades that rotate. As you can see, I can rotate them. It's all just ran by a belt that's inside the housing. So we'll turn it on. Hi. So you turn it on, it gets... to push my wood through so your hands don't get close. So I'm going to set the phone down. And I'll show you the wood when I'm done. Alright, so I like to keep some character in the boards itself. So as you can see, I mean, some of this stuff I'll pick out, but once you stain it, it's not going to get any worse, I hope. But some good character to this wood. I mean, I don't want to shave it all the way down to nothing, take all that wear and tear off of it, especially for the project that I'm doing. You'll see the look I'm going for when I get done. Yeah, so I just run it through a few times on each, squares it up, and then you get that character of the wood. Obviously, if you have new, nicer wood, some rough cut, you're going to want to take all this rough stuff down, but I like to have a little bit of a character, a little bit of an edge to it, that just kind of the look I'm after with my projects. And I have about, I don't know, that much more wood to do. Those are probably 8-foot boards. And then a bunch of stuff on the wall here that I have. I'll be doing those too. And some of these are really, really in rough shape with a lot of staples and nails and screws left in the board. So. But it's kind of cool once you do all the work, taking all those staples out. I mean, you don't want any hardware going through this jointer planer, because it'll chip up those little blades in there. I mean, as you can see, mine's a little worn now. Could use a little blade replacement anytime, but I'm going to stick with this one for as long as I can, because I mean, inevitably I'm going to have to learn how to replace the blades, and I'll make a video about that too, because it'll be my first time. So, yeah, that's it for now. This is what I'm going to be working on for the next few nights. Showing you update status on my herringbone wall project made out of reclaimed lumber. So far, I bought a backer board today. Thinner, more pliable, I guess. I wouldn't even know what to call this stuff, but I glued it on the back, and then I finished and nailed the rest of it. Hopefully keep it even Stevens. Update video. Got the back onto the frame. Now I gotta transfer all the pieces over and finish laying those. Probably glue them to begin with, and then I'll finish nail them from the back to get them in there good and solid. But just wanted to show you what pieces of the puzzle are left. I am working on it. And it is warm today. Just took off my mask and my glasses. Give myself a little break. I'll be back with more updates. Hey, update video. So that's where we're at. We're getting closer. Kind of making some design changes as I go, but I'm not using plans, so I can change whatever I want, whenever I want. Right now, I marked off 2.5 inches on my saw, so I just run it to 2.5. I just keep zipping them off, pretty much assembly line now until it gets done. Putting them all in here. I guess not quite the herringbone pattern, but close enough. I think that everybody uses that term now. But once I put the arrows all the way up, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip all the boards over. I got this water guard, waterproofer, just because it has some funk and gunk on the back of these boards. I just want to make sure to seal it from the back, just in case there's anything growing on the back of these, because I didn't really cut them and do everything like that, because I like this seasoned look to them, except for when I get to the cedar here. That'll be the color that I'm going for. So that one I want to sand those down, and then it pretty much goes up on the wall. I've been running everything through the saw. Here's what I assume to be cedar, and that's what it looked like. Once I zip it, got to get it short enough, and then I can run it the long ways. And once I get thin enough, like this, then I can start running them through the production here. So all the same width. So this is all raw wood that I'm using. I'm not going and buying 2x4s or 4x4s. So the wood that I grab, the reclaimed lumber, is odds and ends. Sometimes that's chopped up wood too. So that's why it's kind of fun when I'm making these designs. I'm just throwing everything on in the frame, and then I'm measuring and cutting as I go. I'm not going by plan. So each one of these that I do, it's going to be completely different from the other one, because kind of just get ideas. And I've always been good at Tetris. I think everybody probably says that, but working on this a few hours a night. Going on probably 2 weeks now, and then probably before that I was writing up the plans in my basement, watching shows and doing things like that. Yeah, that's update. That's where I'm at. Probably another few nights, because I want to do the waterproofing. Got to glue and nail. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to glue all the boards. And I think I'm nailing from the back up I have a finish nailer and a compressor, so I'll probably do that. Alright. Hey everybody, a little update video. I think I mismeasured my herringbone arrows there from my wall project. So I had to go ahead and buy 2 new cedar boards. So now not everything is going to be 100% reclaimed lumber. That was my fault. Apparently, between cutting it to size for that, each one is a little different. By the time you cut them in half and cut the ends off, you're losing probably ½ an inch with just the size of the blade. I'm sure carpenters and things account for that all the time. You'll learn as you go. So now, lesson learned. Measure and account for the blade taking off some of that width, because some were way too small and I couldn't use them anywhere else. Some were too big, so I started racking up the unusable pieces, and I just didn't have enough. So I didn't want to show you the final project having this wood in it and have you guys thinking what happened to the original one. So that's what happened. That was my fault. Whose else's fault would it be? All right, talk to you guys later. All right, update on the herringbone wall project. So what I have here is black tea and about 2 cups of water, 4 packets of black tea and 2 cups of water. I'm going to be speed aging this cedar to match the wood on there. So like I told you before, this was kind of the plan now that I miscut a bunch of wood, but that happens and we will overcome. So I'm going to be painting this on. I'll let you see what it looks like for the first little bit here. I should have had a bigger jar. That's what I should have done. Tip it over a little bit. And I'll just let you see what the color is going to be. So I say to put this on, and then actually I have inside vinegar with steel wool resting in it. And you do that tomorrow. So I'm going to do black tea and water today, soak it in real good. Then tomorrow, put the steel wool and the vinegar on top of it. And apparently that's going to really make it seem older and make it pop. So we'll update when that happens. Talk to you later. I do the whole thing like that. Getting closer. Only 10 more pieces to go. Took a few breaks today. It's been about 5 hours. Just doing these little guys. Everybody, it's finally finished. Look at behind me. So, that's the detail fireplace. Looks pretty good. Said took in total about a month, a few hours here and there on the nights, and a few days off of work. Sent the kids off to Grandma's house and did as much as I could while they were out, but really pleased with how that did. It tested my skills in a lot of different areas, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing something that big for a little while. Took a lot out of me, and tested my patience at a lot of times too. So if you like what you see, like, subscribe, and hopefully we can do some more projects and upload those as we go. All right, thanks. Hey guys, just wanted to give you a heads up that next time I upload a video, I'm going to try to do one a week, but next time it's going to be me making some pork jerky, smoked pork jerky in a dehydrator. I had a special guest, a little bit of help from my son this time around, so look for that sometime next week. Hit subscribe, hit the notification button so you'll know when that drops. Thanks.